We all know the AI industry is just exploding right now. But who's actually winning? Forget the hype for a second. Today, we're diving straight into the hard data to see which companies have had the absolute best performance over the last year.
Just look at that number, 667.95%. I mean, seriously, what could possibly give you a return like that in just 1 year?
Well, that incredible number you just saw, that is the actual one-year return for the #1 stock on our list today. It really goes to show that in the AI gold rush, the biggest winners aren't always the names you'd expect. So let's count them down.
Okay, so here are the 5 companies that made the list. We've got Intel, AMD, Hut 8, Micron, and Seagate. We're going to start at number 5 and work our way up to that absolute chart topper at number 1.
All right, let's kick off our countdown. Coming in at number 5 is a name that I'm pretty sure everybody recognizes, Intel.
So let's get into the numbers. Intel posted a massive 230.31% return over 1 year. Not bad at all. You can see the other key stats here. Analysts rated a hold, and at the time this data was pulled, the stock was sitting at $68.01. So how does a classic chipmaker like Intel fit into this new AI world? Well, yeah, they're known for their processors, but they've been pushing hard into creating these specialized AI engines. These aren't your typical chips. They're built from the ground up to handle AI tasks way more efficiently, which is a huge deal for companies trying to use AI at scale.
Moving right along to number 4, we have Intel's biggest rival, Advanced Micro Devices. You know them as AMD.
And as you can see, AMD just squeaked past its competitor with a one-year performance of 242.24%. And unlike Intel, analysts are a bit more bullish on this one, rating it a buy with the price at the time sitting just over $300.
AMD's whole strategy is about integrating AI everywhere. They're combining their powerful CPUs, the main brain of a computer, with their GPUs, which are like a whole army of specialized workers that are perfect for the heavy lifting AI requires. By offering that full package, they're hitting massive markets like data centers and gaming. And now for our number 3 spot. We're shifting gears a little bit, moving away from the big chip giants to a company you might not have heard of, Hut 8 Corp.
Okay, and this is where the numbers get kinda crazy. Just look at that one-year return, 555.63%. That is more than double the growth we just saw from the chip makers. It's really no surprise analysts are calling this one a strong buy. So what does Hut 8 actually do? Simple. They're in the infrastructure business. You gotta remember, AI doesn't just exist in the cloud. It lives on physical servers inside massive buildings that need a ton of power and cooling. Hut 8 provides that physical backbone, the data centers where AI models are actually born and do their work.
All right, we have arrived at our runner-up. The second best performing AI stock over the last year is another company making the hardware that powers it all, Micron Technology. And the returns just keep getting bigger. Micron delivered an absolutely staggering 571.47% one-year performance. With a strong buy rating and an analyst price target way above where it was, the sentiment here is clearly very, very positive. So what's their secret sauce? Well, Micron has a pretty unique spot in the market. They are the only US-based company that makes memory devices, like RAM. And they're not just making regular computer memory. They're developing these high-tech specialized products that basically stack memory chips on top of each other, creating a super-fast highway for data to get to the AI processor. For AI, that speed is everything. And that brings us to the top of the mountain. The #1 best-performing AI stock over the past 12 months, the company behind that wild number we saw at the very beginning, is Seagate Technology.
Let's just admire those final numbers one last time. A jaw-dropping one-year performance of 667.95%. Wow, that performance earned it a solid buy rating from analysts.
The source material really puts it plainly, calling Seagate, and I quote, the leading AI stock over the last 12 months. You can't get much clearer than that.
So you might be thinking, Seagate? The hard drive company? Well, yeah, think about it. What's the one thing AI needs more than anything else? Data. Trillions and trillions of data points. Seagate has shifted its focus to providing the massive cloud and enterprise storage systems that are absolutely essential for training and running these powerful AI models.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's that the AI revolution is so much more than just clever software. As this list shows, it's being built on a foundation of hardware. Everything from the chips that do the thinking, to the super-fast memory that feeds them, and, as we just saw, the enormous storage systems that hold all the data in the first place.
Now, before we wrap up, just a quick but really important heads up. This is all for informational purposes. The numbers you saw are from April 23rd, 2026, and none of this should be taken as financial advice.
We've seen processors, infrastructure, memory, and data storage all have their moment. So it leaves you with a really interesting question to chew on. What's next? Which part of this whole AI ecosystem is going to have the next explosive boom? Thanks so much for watching.